I wanted to share two of the ways you're likely to see or use or interface with these AI tools. Now, if you haven't used these before, you may think or not be sure of what to expect. So, really, just wanted to go over this again, and maybe you've used one and not the other. But there's kind of two main ways you're interacting with these right now. And the first one is on the screen behind you. This is a tool called Jasper. It's jasper.ai. And the way you would use this is they already have what you've probably heard of as prompts, these pieces that tell the machine, the software, whatever you want to call it, the AI to go and do something. They've built some of that in there, and you just provide a little bit of information that goes back, creates it, and gives you a return. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So over here, they have one already for email subject lines. You don't have to tell it to do email subject lines. It's just going to create it. So for example, let's say you gave it this company or product name, Custom Coffee Roasters LLC. And what is your email about? Just write something in there. For me, I just wrote special dark roast coffee sale happening in August for previous customers only. Down here in the bottom, just so happens with this tool, you can select how many versions you would like to generate. I'm just going to do 3 and then click on generate. It's going to take a second and then boom, here we go. We got 3 already. Lights out, dark coffee roast. Looks like they're telling it to use emojis. And you can probably, tune that a little bit more. But that's a great way to do it. And this works for tons of different ways. They have the subject line generator, they have titles, they have content ideas. And so it's already kind of formatted where you don't see it. It's happening in the background, and you're just giving it a little bit of information that's going out and then returning things for you. So that's one way to do it. If you've used ChatGPT or heard of it, I guess then this is the other one. This is where you need to provide more information. I can't just say dark roasting coffee sale in August for previous customers, because without any context, it wouldn't know what it's supposed to do. So instead, we would need to say something more like create 3 email subject lines for a marketing email um, for my business about a dark roasting coffee sale in August for previous customers only. Let's just see what it does. So while it's doing that, and what I wanted to point out is this is where you need to create it, and you're creating the prompt. You're telling it everything it needs to do, and in general, the more specific, the better. You can give it a lot of background information. You could tell it to, maybe use numbers to be specific, maybe give it some examples. There's a lot more flexibility, but if you're not used to using it or you don't want to take the time to use it, sometimes it can be a lot. And we can look and say, oh, okay, like these are pretty good. They look a little long though, a little wordy. So you might want to go back in there and say something more like, I'm going to edit it. Let's say limit each subject line to, I'm going to say 50 characters. Let's see. There we go. A little shorter. So you do have to be more specific, and some of that isn't baked in there. So that could be a pro or a con, depending on how you view that. So those are the two major ways you can interact right now with these AI content tools. One where the prompt is kind of built in for you. You have templates basically that you're working with. And then this where you are creating the prompt, you're doing it directly, and you can create your own prompt templates, copy, paste, edit those in there if you want. Just depends what you're looking for and maybe what you like. So I talk about this more in my book. I've got a new section. We just updated it a month ago. I've got a section on AI, the tools. We talk about this as well as some more in there. Hopefully this is helpful for you. If you'd like help with your e-commerce email marketing, you can get in touch with me, Adam Moody, at oasisoptimization.com.